Since it opened in 2005, the Innovation Park at the centre of BRE's main site at Watford in Hertfordshire has grown to showcase a number of innovative near-zero carbon buildings. This little programme focuses on the CUB house, added to the park in April 2010. So here we are on the roof of the Barratt greenhouse here on the BRE Innovation Park, and from our vantage point up here we can see clearly the CUB house. We can see the photovoltaic panels on the roof, and we can also see how a third row of modules could be added, a third floor of modules could be added to make this into a three-storey building. Okay, so we're now going to go inside the CUB house and go and talk to the designer of this exciting new building, Charlie Greig. The front door's round the back, so bear with me. So I'm now here with Charlie Greig, the designer of the CUB house. Charlie, welcome back to BRE. Can you tell us a little bit about yourself? I understand you had a bit of a background in the fashion industry. This is a bit of a change.
Yes, I was a fashion designer for 15 years and had my own international business. And then I decided that I wanted to get more into building about 15 years ago in traditional building methods. Mm-hmm. And then as I learnt more about sustainability, I realised that I couldn't have reached the codes successfully with traditional building. So I then looked at modular, and that's how CUB really came about in the beginning.
You've mentioned modular there. Most of the other buildings on the Innovation Park here have arrived as flat panels and so on. Just explain what modular systems are, what this means.
Modular means that homes are built off-site in a factory and are delivered to site, usually fully assembled. And the difference between this home to the other homes on the park is that this is made with steel frame construction, so it's a steel frame box that's kitted out with bathrooms, kitchens, wiring, tiles, everything together as a home and delivered onto a simple foundation base, which takes a couple of days. So it's a very quick way of building home. Futureform are our delivery partners, so CUB is the concept, and they will then deliver when we receive our orders, manufacture them and deliver them to site and organise all the utilities, foundations and sign off. So it's a two-part operation.
Now, this house has reached Code Level 5, the Code for Sustainable Homes. Tell me about some of the technologies that are in the house to achieve that.
Okay, well, on the energy side, we have a heat recovery ventilation unit which puts 128,000 litres of air change per hour throughout the building. So you always have fresh air in the building, which is also good if you're an allergy sufferer because it avoids stuff.
That's in the unit over there.
That's in the corner, so it's very compact, and that also heats the hot water. And it also has a cooling facility of 8 degrees lower than the external temperature outside, which is largely because the windows are so big. The houses would get very warm otherwise. So that's on the energy side, and heat recovery happens because you've got an airtight seal in the building, so your body heat or your cooking or hair dryers contribute to captured energy within the home, which reduces your running cost. We also have low energy lighting. Water saving features come as standard, rainwater harvesting, which is collected from the roof externally in the building. We have been very careful about the materials that are used in the build. Eco, recyclable, and English if possible. There's a big passion about trying to manufacture not only the products in the UK but use materials and suppliers from the UK as well. We've addressed an awful lot of design principles in the brief.
So the people who live here are going to enjoy an elegant designer home and a sustainable lifestyle at the same time.
And it's a house in a bag. The whole philosophy is try and make the process of buying a sustainable home as easy as possible and affordable, and that still looks beautiful.
Well, it certainly looks beautiful. So, Charlie Greig, thank you very much, and we'll go off and have a look at some of the other features now around the house. One thing, the first thing you notice is this enormous area of glass. Isn't that a little bit of a problem regarding privacy?
There is a mirror tint on the windows which gives you daylight privacy until the evening when you put internal lights on, and then you need to put the blackout curtains across. So I wanted people to enjoy having the big windows without having their curtains up, but still be able to have some privacy. Yes.
Okay, so we've got this large area of glazing, which gives you these tremendous views out. What about noise? I mean, if you were near a flight path or a busy road, is that a problem?
No, not at all. The CUB homes beat building regulations by 4 times what is required in terms of, shame we're not on the inside, acoustic performance. So if you lived in a flight path or on a busy road, you'll be amazed how quiet the homes are inside. And this is all to do with the airtight seal of the building, which is what is required to get a carbon neutral home.
Yes, this airtightness issue is a big problem for a lot of developers,
Yes.
And of course is a key thing to helping your heat recovery system work
Yes.
as well.
Yes.
Now, tell me about the cladding on the outside of this building. Here we see it in this glorious white cladding.
Yes.
What's it made from?
This building is in a Steny rain clad system, and it comes with a 60-year plus lifetime guarantee, and it's graffiti proof.
Mm-hmm.
It really doesn't have anything to do with the building, because the building is insulated and made underneath the rainclad system. So it's really just for aesthetics and is available in lots of other different cladding systems, because not all planners are going to allow to have these beautiful shiny white boxes. So we also do it in timber, in brick slip, in render, and also in the polar range, we call this. And the beauty of this particular building is that it's moulded. These are all handmade moulded fin sections, so you get these beautiful tactile round corners that you wouldn't get if it was a brick building.
So for what we see here, we've got a 2-storey house. What's a typical cost for the build and ownership of this house?
Well, there are lots of different ways you can put the building together. Different interiors. There are 2 different interiors. You can slightly down spec it or up spec it, and there are different cladding options. So it's a bit difficult to give you one finite answer, but under £200,000 for a 3-bedroom house, under £100,000 for a 1-bedroom house, which will be just a single story, and about £280,000 for a 5-bedroom house.
So we're here on the BRE Innovation Park, and a number of building partners have put up buildings here. Charlie, tell me about how BRE has helped CUB housing here.
Well, they've been amazing, and I'm very glad that we took this route from the very beginning. We only started the concept of CUB a year ago, which is amazing that we've managed to do so much in a short space of time. But we worked very closely with the BRE and the Code for Sustainable Homes from the offset, which allowed us to be able to get our certification for the launch in place, because it takes an awful lot of time to go through the process and to assess your building correctly. The BRE Innovation Park here has international visitors of great value to us. It means that everyone gets to see it. Schools are able to see it, which again is something that we're very passionate about, to train the new generation of homeowners. And we're very honoured to be part of the park.
There we go. So Charlie, Greg, thank you very much. Thank you for your time. And we wish you all the best with CUB Homes in the future. Thank you. Find out more about the CUB House and the other buildings on the Innovation Park at our website bre.co.uk/Innovation Park.